Greetings once more, my children of earth. I am thy creator. Indeed, I enjoy being called source, for I am the source of all things. I have always been and shall always be. So also shall ye be always, if thou wishest to. What I mean by this, my children, is that thou wilt have the consciousness to know who thou art. Some indeed choose not to return to earth and have not the consciousness to do so. Indeed, my children live by free will, for I love them enough to give it to them. For I want my children also to love me of their own free will, as thou wants thy children to do this. Is this not so? Indeed, I have shown our Eve, our Sarah, who is speaking my words now, who she is long ago. I say to thee, she was in the way of having a child, and she said, how shall I teach my son or my daughter? Indeed, I said, teach him about me. Indeed, I say to thee, come away from thy idolatry, my children, of the electronic devices. I know some is necessary, but I say to thee, as much as thou can, come away from the ways of the world. Be in the world, but not of the world, my children. Be of thy inner self. This is thy salvation. Indeed, I say to thee, I do not judge. I am simply being practical. How can thou focus on many things at once? Thou must make me a priority. For in doing so, thou art making thyself a priority. Would thou not want to be a priority? To feel love? To feel indeed gladness and peace inwardly? To feel completely healed? To be very happy in my kingdom? The kingdom is in thee, my children, when thou doest work to understand me and who thou art, when thou do heal thyself, my children. Then I say to thee, thou wilt know me, and thou wilt know the kingdom. I want so much to give it to thee, my children, but it is thy choice, not mine. Indeed, I say to thee, all the energy I am sending to earth now is helping thee to have a great advantage in thy journey to seek the kingdom. For many things are being changed on and within this planet and its atmosphere. Within thee also, my children. Many are wondering why things are happening in them, which seem harsh. I have not decided to do this to thee. It is lack of knowing me that is doing this. I say to thee, thou art living in an illusionary world, my children. All is just vibration, and all is perception. Therefore perceive me instead of all of the chaos on earth. Indeed, long ago, in 2012, did I show my daughter, my Eve, our Sarah, what would happen at this time. I had planned to do this in 2012, and my son came to her and said, channel for us, for thou art my daughter of long ago. And so she said yes, being very surprised. She has come to know that she is me. And when she was with child, I showed her who she is, and she was astounded. She saw herself as bright light. She could not see her physical body, but instead just her consciousness as me, remembering who she is, for it was of both perceptions. Indeed, she saw that I love all my children and that I am in all things on earth, my dear ones. I am the light and the way. I I say to thee, choose thy eternity in a consciousness that indeed honors thee. Indeed, if thou wishest to hear from my Sarah, she can tell thee what she has experienced on earth, for this is the portion that has been on earth. And she will be authentic with thee, for she knoweth all that I know. She has been trained well, my children, and has great wisdom. She is very loving, diplomatic, and kind, my children. She lives for service to my children and to me and my purpose on earth, entirely thinking of nothing else, my children, but the spiritual way. I say to thee that in my last message I did say that it is easier to enter the kingdom of heaven on earth for a camel than it is to get through the eye of a needle for this camel. Indeed, I say to thee, my children, make it not hard on thyselves. Come to me and accept my guidance within thee. For thou art me and I am thee. There is no separation, my children. And thy religious believers on earth accept that there is separation. I asked my daughter, Sarah, our Eve, to come away from all religion, for it doeth promote separation. One is not better than another, I say to thee, nor is one lifestyle better than another. All should be balanced with an equal energy. This is why I have chosen our dear Sarah, our Eve soul, to come as a feminine presence and indeed help to balance the masculine and feminine energies. Therefore I say to thee, my children, be balanced. Come into balancedness. And I say to thee, there is no other way than to seek me in thee. Ye shall never find me through teachings of others, my children. You must come to me. My Son came long ago, not to save ye, but to teach ye. This is not the work of Sarah, my Eve, either, for she would be the first one to say, I am not indeed saving ye, for she had to help save herself. Indeed, it took many years to prepare her, my children, so that it would not be so hard for ye. For she had to do it, not knowing anyone else but me that could teach her. She has been through many, many pains and sufferings, and indeed knew not where she was going part of the time, for she could not see the next rung of the ladder toward me until it appeared before her. But she followed her faith, for I had given her many miracle witnessings, many visions, my children, to keep her on her path with me. She is humble enough to say it has been hard for her, for she had to know without experience also. She has lived this life, my children, even while not recognizing who she was completely. She knew how to live, of course, for she is an ascended master born into this earth atmosphere. But I say to thee, she had to learn many things. Indeed, she would give her life for thee, my children, as she has done already. Namaste.